At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 4 inches, number 24, Ray.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan here alongside Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustment.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Flag, and it's Carey in at the point. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coach?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to the Knights. Three-pointer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Pass to Flag. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pass to Bullock. Just 5 on the clock. He gets it in there.
They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Here's Gray. To the inside. Here's Carey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is definitely not the guy to foul. He loves getting to the free throw line.
There's the pick. Pass to Bullock. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Gray.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Here's Carey. By Erickson.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gray passes to Steele. Chalk up 2 there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Erickson. Drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Flag. Bullock with it. Here's Erickson. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Pass to Bullock. High post Johnson. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Gray.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's steal. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And first time out for the game called here for the Knights. Both teams will make substitutions. At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
On defense, the home team. On the wing, Johnson. 1:57 left to play here in the first. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Mabry. Steal covered by Johnson. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So both teams changing it up here. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Crawford. Down low. And he dunks it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Releases. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Count that one.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kerr. They could use a bucket. The shot misses. And that does it for the first quarter. They're up by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Knights. And the Knights had possession. 9-point game.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down. And really, the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Misses the three.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Out to the right wing. Here's Carey. Out to the right wing. There's the pick. There's Crawford with the three. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the bomb. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Flag is checked in for Allen. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. There's a good screen. 20 feet out. No good that time.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
To the left wing. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
2 points, that one goes.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range, this is exactly what you want.
To the inside. Pass to Carey. Bounce pass, Crawford. Here's Mabry. The three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And the Knights call time here.
Should be an interesting game as these teams don't see a lot of each other being from different conferences.
Right. They'll meet 2 times this year, East versus West. Let's see which team can enforce their style of play.
Erickson right side. And stolen by Flag. Pass to Carey. Here's Mabry. He has 5. Gray. Off the left rim and out.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And he drops in the way up off the glass.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Well, 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kev. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass the Flag. That shot, no good. The Knights have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. There's a minute 40 left to play here in the second quarter. Johnson from outside sinks the triple. Johnson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Knights.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Knights making a switch here. Bullock's checked in. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. We've got 1:18 left in the first half. Here's Carey. Hits it from 3-point range. Carey's got 7.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep if you leave him that open. My goodness.
High post, Johnson. Pass to Erickson.
Home team foul. Number 1. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Takes the 3. That shot off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Boy, you give him that good a look, he is going to typically make you pay.
Now here's Johnson. Last time, 14 points for him. The 10-footer. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Now Flag, still without a basket. Takes it off the glass.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
That'll do it for the first half. They lead by 6. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And the shot.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Well, I think for the home team, they didn't come out the gates the way they hoped. Took the L, but they don't think that represents who they are.
Well, it might be just a matter of shaking off that rush shot, and I think the second game will give us some insight.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball move. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Team has been just great so far, up at 56%. They've got Flag, and it's Steele at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Stolen. He's all alone. Pass to Erickson. Now Bullock. Here's Johnson. A fadeaway J off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Carey. Here's Gray. He's guarded by Bullock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flag. Nailed from three-point land. Flag's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Erickson outside. Johnson the screen. Erickson outside. Back to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 90 seconds now into the second half. Launches a 3. Johnson with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Three-pointer. And it's Flag with the rebound. Johnson's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Pass to Flag. To the middle. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Inside. Cuts off the pass. Here's Steele. Offline with his 3.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
Johnson from outside hits the three-point bomb. 6 points for him.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
They set the pick. And that one's good. Flag.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Well, the NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Coming back to you.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie. While we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Here's Johnson. He's got 6. Out to the wing, pass to Bullock, jacks up a 3, the rebound by Carey.
And they continue to control the glass.
Doris, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
So both teams making some changes here.
Johnson at the line for one.
One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. So the wing on the left. Here's Gray. Pass to Carey. Shot clock at 5. Here's Steele. No good with the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Out to the wing. Now here's Bullock. Hasn't made one yet. And that one good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Gray. Here's Carey. Here's Steele. No good with the wing jumper.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
1:29 left in the third. Johnson kicks to Bullock, fires the 3, drains the three-pointer. Bullock's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Gray. Here's Steele. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Johnson the screen. For the tie. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Steele passes to Carey. Here's Mabry. Here's Carey. He has 7. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. Gray's shot is off.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. They're up by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Knights. And he can't bank that one in. To the paint. Flag with it. Pass to Mabry. Guarded by Erickson. Top of the key. And it's flag missing. The Knights on offense. They trail by 1. Kerr outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
There's the 3. That one misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Count the basket. Now it's a 4-point Knight lead.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
They set the pick. Drives to the hoop. Out of bounds, the Knights now with possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
The Knights have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Myers. His three-pointer's off the mark. Being about 42% so far. Down low. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Pulls it up. The wing jumper off target.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And a miss there on the triple. Being 40% from the field. Tosses it up. For 3. The shot is off. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Flag. A three-pointer. Good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And the Knights call time here. Steve says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what the Knights coach was going over with his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. He takes it in, and stolen by Fly. And they're pushing it up. Stops and pops. Takes the three. It's off target. The Knights have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. From 13 feet, it's in. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
From 8.
Number 5. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Well, this is the exact guy you would pick to take that shot. Beautifully done.
Johnson. Jumper is off. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
2 points. That one goes.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
And here's Bullock. Nails the jumper.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Knights. Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Can't get it. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
And the Knights call time here. They're trailing by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
trailing by 5. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Beyond the arc. Flag with the rebound. So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game.